When you're making something humans have been making, well, forever, quality ingredients are just the start of a successful recipe. You'll also need good personal taste, mixed with a respect for tradition and a tireless work ethic.
Échale ganas, porque no va a estar fácil,
Today's story starts just over a decade ago, right here in small town Jalisco.
Every little town will have church and then a town square. To me, this is like the real Mexico. This is where I grew up.
It was the natural place to start when mi amigo nuevo Jose and his friend Colin were looking to jump into a centuries-old industry themselves.
All right, so I'm sitting with Colin. Oh man, I want to make tequila.
He wanted to create something that was amazing, something that he could be involved in, and something that we were proud of, that we actually liked. The taste, the flavor, the aromas, the people behind it.
Today, we all know Cazcanes Tequila for its quality, authenticity, and great taste. But how do you even break ground on a brand new tequila without experience, insider status, or, just bottling some ready-made BS?
I mean, the main challenge was that we didn't know what we were doing.
Turns out, the recipe for success also calls for just a dash of good fortune. And in Jose and Colin's case, the journey of 1,000 steps began with a single taco. Because the taco guy knew a guy who knew a secret.
Puedo tocarlo.
Sí.
Gracias.
I've made a career serving up drinks from behind the bar. Now I'm on a mission across the country and the world to serve up the stories behind the spirits themselves. I'm Tommy the bartender, and this is Story of the Spirit. It wouldn't look out of place in a junkyard or like some modern art installation, but in the middle of a distillery?
I've never seen anything quite like this. A freaking engine, like,
This is our shredder.
all right.
This agave shredding machine, powered by an inline Chevy 6-cylinder from the 1970s, is the heart of a very hands-on spirit-making operation. Don Humberto has been... Scoop, can we turn that down, please? Thank you. Don Humberto has been making alcohol out of agaves for decades now.
Nomás este jale es el mío, el que yo siempre trabajo. Ningún otro más.
Apparently, the man just hates mules. So an agave pressing Tahona was a no-go. And there's no electricity out here to power a more industrial shredder. So, what's a guy to do? Engine shredder. Anyway, that's just one of the down-to-earth solutions Humberto has built to make his whole process possible. Check out how he cooks the agave before he shreds it.
This is a do-it-yourself wood-fired 4-ton autoclave. Basically, Humberto made it himself. It has a gauge. It doesn't really work. It's more about just knowing the moment of, when it could explode.
So we can explode at any time.
Anytime, but not right now. We're not actually...
Like pressure cooking anything.
Exactly.
Okay, all right.
Colin and Jose spent a lot of time with Humberto, and keeping the pressure low enough to not blow up the place was just one of the lessons they learned.
The importance about having a good quality agave, the importance about taking the cogollo out.
Cogollo?
Cogollo.
Cogollo.
You know what cogollo is?
What is that?
It's the middle part of the center stalk of the piña. That creates a bitterness. So when you cut the piña in half, take the cogollo out.
Removing the cogollo makes one of my favorite parts of a tour like this even sweeter.
Okay. Can I have some?
Of course.
Just hop on in there. Okay, let's try this here. Cheers.
Salud.
I love this stuff, man.
That sugary agave goodness is ready to be extracted, fermented with wild yeast, and distilled in wood-fired stills. But okay, by now you might be asking, why here? Why put your distillery in a tiny 8-family community? One so remote that you have to build your own pressure cooker and shredder. Turns out there's another secret ingredient to Humberto's spirit.
El agua que tiene cierto peso, el agua. No tiene que ser livianita. Que tenga mucho mineral.
Water is very important. Not only flavor, but the minerals will affect the fermentation. The yeast will react differently, so it can completely change the flavor profile of the tequila.
The water from the natural springs here is apparently just right, and worth a little bit of an adventure to get to. Of course, Jose and Colin didn't know that when Richie first brought them out here.
dirt road and not knowing where we were being taken. Are we gonna get kidnapped or what's happening to us?
Nos piensa secuestrar y luego el río ahí y llegamos a la casa pues sin chiste.
Yep, no kidnappers here in the jungle.
Just a finished, well-made agave split.
And that's what this is here?
That's what this is here. Would you like to try some?
Yeah, hell yeah. Nice. That's really good. It's approachable, very like fruit forward, like juicy.
Primer pegue, no, está bien sabroso, muy diferente a lo que ya tantas cosas que llevan químicos y tarugadas para hacerlo rico. Pero no es lo bueno es natural.
It was like a big wow. We realized how well tequila could be made. This was the birthplace of Cazcanes.
Of all the takeaways from their time here, remove the cogollo, cook at low pressure, and keep mules away from Humberto. The most important and most literal was the water. Navici Springs, the source of drinking water in Jose's hometown of Osatipiquillo, fits Humberto's requirements perfectly. Thanks to an exclusive arrangement, Cazcanes buys that spring water by the truckload to use in its production. And thanks to my arrangement with John Paul, the CEO of Cazcanes, I get to have a taste.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salud. There's some minerality there. You've got an amazing mouth feel.
This is delicious, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
You feel it, how it coats your mouth?
Yeah, this is really clean, easy drinking. This is some silky, sexy water, man. I'm not kidding. You fill that up and go skinny dipping? I'll spare you all the footage of the not at all awkward hour-long car ride after that one, and cut straight to T-Tap, a full-service production facility in Amatitan. Cazcanes is one of the several brands that make their tequila here, but the only one that brings in their own team to man the process.
It's much like you're a chef and then you come into a kitchen.
If T-Tap is a kitchen, then the head chef is master distiller Don Chico, who's been in the tequila biz since before I was born and shows no signs of slowing down.
Todos los trabajos desde hasta barriendo, podando, cargando, autoclave, rajando. Yo mientras pueda caminar, voy a seguir hasta donde ya no pueda.
Chico will come here and make sure that the agave looks the way it should, that the cogollos have been removed. From the selection of our agave to the cooking of our agave, how we ferment it, how we distill it.
The process Chico oversees has a lot in common with Humberto's, even if it looks a little different. For example, just because a giant autoclave has a working pressure gauge, doesn't mean that you have to turn that thing all the way up.
Slow and low like barbecue, right? I mean, if you were to go too high, you could easily burn it. You get bitterness. You're not really doing the agave any particular favors.
The similarities and differences continue throughout the process.
Two different worlds, right? We're in the middle of the jungle and then a more industrialized process, but we're still able to use those same methods. Not as cool as the Humberto shredder.
Yep, no engine shredder here. And that silky, minerally water meets the agave in a roller mill instead of a trough.
See there like how tight the rollers are.
But essentially, it does the same job.
That's what
Okay. The point is,
Humberto es uno de los cimientos de Cazcanes. Y sí, es la verdad, toda esa gente que hace tequila artesanales, pues saben mucho.
the combination of Humberto's influence, Don Chico's expertise and leadership, and the whole team's commitment to quality is an approachable, agave-forward sipper of a Blanco. And I'm a fan of the higher proof number 10 personally.
You can see there's different distilleries where the barrels came from. It could be a Jim Beam, a Jack Daniel's, a Four Roses. That's irrelevant to us because we're scraping out the previous char and any of the old flavors that were in there, and then we're recharring it.
Voyelle is Cazcanes' coopersmith, and his work on these barrels isn't just a treat for the eyes.
Depending on the char level, you'll get a whole nother host of aromas and flavors. Every barrel really has its own unique personality. We can open up 200 barrels. I mean, this table here will be covered in samples from each barrel, and we will sit there and taste every single barrel. This process takes a week.
A week of just tasting tequila, oh man, that's
It's a tough job, but someone has to do it.
Being the helpful and generous guy I am, I figure, why not try to take a tiny fraction of that work off their hands?
Tequila in unnamed bottles. I love it, I love it.
And get a taste of Voyelle's fireworks show for myself.
All right, let's do it. There's a lot going on here. A lot of sweetness, peppery, got some black pepper in there. There's some heat going down there. This one's extremely soft.
Yeah.
But
It finishes with a little bit of bitterness from the wood.
This one, it is sweeter, but it's a different type of sweet, like a honeysuckle sweet.
Things from vanilla to caramel to banana bread.
Oh yeah, when someone says the quintessential, caramel butter, what's it called? The where you brown butter. Sorry.
Oh, brown butter, yeah.
Yeah. This is all of that. I have my favorite so far. I'm not going to tell you which one. 1, 2, 3, that one. Oh my God! Yes! Okay. All right.
That was it.
Yes.
The Tommy the Bartender single barrel pick.
There we go. Yeah.
With no additives to fall back on, each of the 40 barrels or so that go into a blend is aged to taste, not time, and carefully chosen for the flavors it brings to the mix.
What we do takes a lot of time and effort and energy. Is it going to taste exactly the same every time? No, we're not McDonald's. But we'll finally create a flavor profile that we can call Cazcanes.
Whether it's a Blanco, Reposado, or Añejo, this team works hard to make sure the liquid inside is worthy of that healing hand logo.
For us, it really signifies all the hands involved in producing our tequila. I mean, you have all the humidors, the production here at T-Tap, numerous people that are making the bottles. Then you have the tops, 12 to 20 people touch it just to make the top. And then it culminates at the very end by tying the rope around the neck of the bottle, because that's all done by hand.
Way back at that taco stand, the goal was to create a tequila Colin and Co. could be proud of. Mission accomplished, if you ask me. But these days, Cazcanes' mission and pride go beyond just the liquid in the bottle. And that you don't have to take my word for. Just ask the mayor of Oso Tepequillo.
Cazcanes pues empezó como muchas empresas, empezó de abajo. Se ha ganado el respeto de aquí del municipio, de aquí del pueblo.
Thanks in part to the team's active role in community sports, holidays, and events, Cazcanes has become the pride of Osto.
I heard there was an English school that you were working with Cazcanes, kind of collaborating together.
Sí, de hecho, Cazcanes también está interesado en la educación y ahora sí que llevar a los niños que ellos aprendan inglés es una de las...
Cazcanes hired us as a company to do a social work in Osteotipaquillo and to come and teach them how to speak English. This is something that nobody does anywhere, you know?
Professor Salcedo and De La Cruz run a tight ship.
No Spanish in my class, only English, okay.
And the results, like the students, speak for themselves.
Hello, my name is Felipe. My favorite food is barbacoa. What is your favorite food?
You and I have the same type of taste because I love barbacoa too.
I love going out to the park with my friends on the weekends to drink micheladas. What do you like to do on the weekends?
Football, but like Americano football, like. I know, like.
She didn't speak any word, like any word. Only 3 months. It's just unbelievable, you know, like to speak a new language.
What do you want in your life?
Life,
okay.
What do I want in my life? For you guys to learn a lot of English and have the opportunity that I've had in life to succeed.
I love Oso Tepequillo. I need one of those shirts that say I love Oso Tepequillo, like the I love New York. Yeah, just ship one of those to me and I'll be back.
Sí, no, muchas gracias. Y gracias por visitarnos y aquí Oso Tepequillo pues es su casa.
And next time I want a taste of that home away from home, a reminder of new friends, unexpected teachers, and dinners with a very gracious host family. I know what bottle I'll be reaching for.